Hello everyone, so welcome back to Pably Connect. So in this video we will learn how to send confirmation message to your patients on WhatsApp for clinic appointments. So imagine this, you are a doctor and you are using Acuity scheduling to book sessions with your patients. So let's say a guy called as John has scheduled a booking with you. So what you really want to do here is, you want to send a confirmation message to John on his WhatsApp number. And this message would be something like this. Hey John, you have scheduled an appointment. This is the date, this is the time. Thank you. So here you have two choices. The first choice is, you can copy the details of John from Acuity scheduling, sort it out, compose a message, and manually send this message on WhatsApp to John. The problem with this approach is, this is actually very repetitive and tiresome. So here I would suggest that you bring in some automation, so that whenever a new appointment is scheduled on Acuity scheduling, automatically send a message on WhatsApp. The problem here is, there is no active connection between Acuity scheduling and WhatsApp. So in cases like these, we have to bring an integration and automation software called as Pably Connect that will integrate Acuity scheduling and WhatsApp. The best part of using Pably Connect is, a person without any technical background can perform this integration very easily. Now before I show you the steps, how about we begin with a real-time example.
Okay, so as you can see, this is an appointment page that I've built in Acuity scheduling. And using this page, a person is going to schedule a booking with me. And the booking is on full body health checkup. So let's say a guy called as John is scheduling a booking. So the name of the guy is John. Okay, so these are the details. We have the guy with the name John, the last name is Mark. This is the phone number and this is the email address. On this phone number, we can expect that when the booking is made or the appointment is scheduled, he will be receiving a WhatsApp message from me. Okay, so let me just click on complete appointment. Okay, so the appointment has been scheduled on September 7, 2021 at 10:30 a.m. Now let me just show you the message that John Mark might have received on his WhatsApp number. So let me just take you to the WhatsApp profile of John Mark. Okay, so imagine this. This is the WhatsApp profile of John Mark. And this is the message that John Mark has received. Dear John, on September 7, 2021 at 10:30 a.m., you have an appointment scheduled with us for your full body health checkup. We look forward to seeing you 15 minutes in advance at our meeting on September 7, 2021 in Mount Sinai. See you then. So you must be thinking, how did I do it? How did I manage to send the data from Acuity scheduling to WhatsApp? Okay, so as you can see, these are the steps one have to follow to integrate Acuity scheduling to WhatsApp. It can be actually done in 3 easy steps. So we have the step 1, that is connect Acuity scheduling to Pably Connect. Simply put, first of all, you are going to log into Pably Connect and then you are going to integrate Acuity scheduling and Pably Connect. Now we have the step 2, collect the data from Acuity scheduling and Pably Connect. Okay, so we are going to make a scheduling or make a dummy appointment in Acuity scheduling, and the details of that particular appointment will be available in Pably Connect. Now we have the third step, send the same data to Vati for sending the messages on WhatsApp. Now remember this, we are using Vati to send the WhatsApp message. So you must be thinking, I thought we will be directly sending the messages on WhatsApp. So here's the thing, WhatsApp APIs is limited. So we are using Vati to send the WhatsApp message. If you are not familiar with Vati, it's totally fine because we have a detailed video that will explain all the basics of Vati from scratch. And the link of this video is available in the description box. Furthermore, I will be explaining all the necessary details about Vati in depth. Okay, so let us begin the process. Okay, so to begin the process, in the new tab, just type pably.com, 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 press enter. Okay, so this is the website of pably.com. All you have to do is just click on sign up for free. Here you can build your own account in just 2 minutes. In my case, I have already built an account, so when I click here, I will be brought to the app section of Pably. So this is the app section of Pably. Let me just scroll down and here you will find connect. Just click on access now. Okay, so at the top right corner, you will find a button, create workflow. Click this. A dialog box appears in front of you. It is asking you to give a name to this workflow. I'm planning to give it as Acuity scheduling to WhatsApp. Of course, you can give any name according to your choice. It's totally on you. And let me just straight away click on create. So when you click on create, you will find two windows, the trigger window as well as the action window. Now in the trigger window, we are going to select the app as Acuity Scheduling because that's obvious. We want to send the data from Acuity Scheduling. And in the trigger event, how about we make it as new appointment? Okay, so in the first part, we are just trying to integrate Acuity Scheduling to Pabbly Connect. Now, obviously, I have already logged into my Acuity Scheduling software. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just straight away going to click on Connect. So we are going with a new connection. Just click on Connect with Acuity Scheduling. Okay, so let me just log in, allow access. Okay, so I'm just giving access to Pabbly Connect and the authorization is successful. Brilliant. So what's next? So at this point, you only have to do one thing, that is click on Save and Send Test Request. So let me do that. So when I click on Save and Send Test Request, it will show a response. Basically, it means that we have an integration between Acuity Scheduling as well as Pabbly Connect. Okay, and now it is also showing it is waiting for the response. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create one more dummy appointment. So let me just go to the appointment page. Okay, so this is the appointment calendar. Now, as you can see, let me just take you to availability. Okay, and these are the available hours. And if you're interested to know how you can create appointments, just click on appointment types. And these are the appointments I have. Okay, I have scheduled that is full body health checkup, that is for 1 hour, and full body health checkup for 30 minutes. Now, in case if you are interested to figure out how this appointment services can be created, so this is how you can do it. Just go to new types of services and here just give a name. Okay, so this is something you probably already know. And since I'm a doctor, so let's go with full oral checkup. Okay, and the duration is for, let's say, 30 minutes, and the price for this appointment is $2. And you can insert a picture and keep the access as public and just simply click on create appointment type. Okay, so this is how you create the appointment. Now, in my case, I have already created two appointment types. So I'm not going to create any more. So now what we are going to do here is we are just going to make one more dummy appointment. So let me just go to the appointment types. I'm still going with this one, full body health checkup. And this is the scheduling link. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to open this in incognito mode. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because it will give you a perspective how a customer is going to schedule an appointment. So once again, this is by the Sinai Hospital and this is for full body health checkup. And let's go with Wednesday, September 8. And the patient is interested in booking an appointment on 9 a.m. And the patient is, let's go with this person, Lijim O'Reilly. Okay, the name is Lijim, the last name is O'Reilly. And let me just add the correct phone number. Okay, so this is the phone number and this is, of course, the email address. So let me just click on complete appointment. Okay, so as you can see, the appointment has been scheduled on September 8, 2021 from 9 a.m. And this appointment is for 1 hour, okay, from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Okay, so the appointment has been scheduled. So let's have a look since Pabbly Connect is integrated with Acuity Scheduling and the appointment has been created. Do we have the data of this particular appointment in Pabbly Connect? So as you can see, there is the data. So the name of the person is Lijim O'Reilly, okay. The first name is Lijim, the last name is O'Reilly. This is the phone number. On this phone number, we will be sending the WhatsApp message. And of course, this is the email address, lijim123word@gmail.com. So this is the date, okay, when the appointment will happen. That is September 8, 2021. This is the time of the meeting, that is 9 a.m. And it was created today, that is September 2, 2021. So as you can see, September 2, 2021. Excellent. So we have all the details. Now using these details, we are going to frame a message or compose a message. And this message will be delivered to Lijim O'Reilly, the person who has scheduled the appointment. So to send the WhatsApp message to the person who has created the appointment, we are going to use Wati. Now this is something we have dealt earlier. Wati is a software that will be used to send the WhatsApp message. Now the reason here is directly why we are not sending the WhatsApp message is because WhatsApp API is limited. So that is why we are using this software called as Wati to send the WhatsApp message. Now if you're not familiar with Wati, it's totally fine. Okay, so we have an excellent video which is added as a link in the description box. And you can just explore that particular video and you can thoroughly understand the basics of using Wati. However, if you are still interested how this integration is going to work, how this messaging or how this messaging will work, I will teach you all in depth. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is in the action event, I'm just going to click on send template message. Okay, and here just simply click on connect. We are going with a new connection. Okay, remember we are going with a new connection. Now, here you have to add the API endpoint as well as the access token. Now, this is very simple. Don't panic. It's very easy. This is my Vati account. Okay, so as you can see, this is my Vati account. And here you want the API endpoint as well as the access token. So I'm just going to click on these three horizontal button, okay, horizontal line, and just click on API docs. Okay, so why did we go there? This is because it is clearly mentioning click on API docs to find your API endpoint. Click on API docs to find your access token. So we have clicked on API docs. So this is my access token and this is my API endpoint. Don't panic, it's very easy. All you have to do is just copy this. Okay, access token has been copied and simply paste it here. Okay, we have added the access token. Now coming to the part that is API endpoint, I'm just going to copy this. Afterwards, I'm just going to paste it here. Okay, so we have added the API endpoint as well as the access token. Let me just straight away click on save. So when you click on save, you have a ton of fields. The WhatsApp number, the template, the broadcast name, as well as the custom parameters. So let's start with the easy one, the WhatsApp number. Now on this WhatsApp number, we want to send the message. Okay, so we want this detail here. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click here, and I'm just going to straight away map this number here. Now there is an instruction that you have to follow. Enter a valid WhatsApp number with country code without the plus sign. Okay, so this phone number is an Indian phone number, okay, and that is why I'm going to add the code, that is 91. Now remember this, you have to add the country code without the plus sign. You should not include the plus sign, okay, do not include the plus sign. Okay, so now coming to the most important part, that is the template. So what's the template? So here's the thing with Vati. So you can't directly send a WhatsApp message, you can't simply just type the message and directly send it to WhatsApp via Vati. You basically have to adhere to a template. Okay, so let me show you the template. So as you can see, let me just take you to Vati. So this is my Vati account and let me just click on broadcast and let me just click on template message. It's very easy. Don't get panicked. Don't get confused. So these are the templates we have. Okay, for instance, I'm using this template for in case there's a payment failure. This one for appointment schedule, this for booking confirmation. Now for this video, I will be using one particular template and let me just show you that template, appointment details. Okay, so this is the template that I will be working on. I have created a ton of templates. Now let me just first show you the template I will be working on and after that I will give you a perspective how this template is created. So let me just click on this button. Okay, and this is the template. So using this particular template, we are going to create a message that we had sent to the earlier person, the person who had made the appointment. Okay, I had shown you the example. So this is basically the process. First of all, you are just going to type something like this, dear, and inside the curly brackets, we have the first parameter, that is the name. Okay, so here the name of the person who has scheduled the appointment will come. Here the date will come, the time will come, the meeting name will come, again the date will come, and the location will come. In our case, that is Mount Sinai. The date is, I think, September 9th or September 8th. I think that is September 8th, September 8th or September 9th. Oh, I'm sorry, September 8th. Okay, so here the date, that is September 8th, will come. And the time, I think, was 9 a.m. So 9 a.m. will come here. And here, once again, the date will come. That is September 8th. And here the name of the person who has scheduled the appointment will come. So using this particular template, we are going to create a message that will be sent on WhatsApp. Now, let me show you how you can create a template. I'm just going to give you a small perspective. So you just click on this button and just give a name, just give a random name according to your choice. And afterwards, you just select a category. You have ton of categories like payment update, issue resolution, auto reply, appointment update, and so on. Afterwards, obviously, you have to select the language. In most cases, you will be choosing the English US. And in case if you want to include any PDF or text files or media files, you can just select the image, the video type, or the document type. You can just add it as a link or you can just upload it straight away from your system. And this is how you create the template. Okay, so hello and two curly brackets, name. Okay, and this is your address. This is your residence. Okay, and here I'm just going to add address. So this is just a small perspective how you can create a template, and this is your phone number. Okay, phone number. So yeah, so this is how you create the template. So here the name will come, here the address will come, and here the phone number will come. So these are the parameters we have: name, address, as well as the phone. Okay, so in this particular template that we will be using now, we have, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can ignore the date once because we have already selected, we have already counted date. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have 5 parameters. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is, let me just go to Pabbly Connect. Okay, and we have to select the template. Now remember this, the template that we are working on is called as appointment details. So I have to select the template that is appointment details. Now there is something else I have to tell you. This is something I have told you earlier. Now after you have created the template, you actually have to just click on save as draft, and after that you have to submit it to Facebook. Now Facebook will authorize if the template is okay. Now without getting authorization from or approval from Facebook, you can't really send a message. So the template has to be approved. Okay, so this is the template that we will be working on, that is appointment detail. So now we have selected the template that is appointment detail. So these are all the templates that is present in my Vati account. Okay, all the templates that is present here is being reflected here. This is because Vati is now integrated with Pabbly Connect. So out of all these templates, I'm interested in this particular template that is appointment details. So we have selected it. Now let's, for the time being, just ignore the broadcast name. Okay, let's get focused on custom parameters. So what is custom parameters? So as you can see, this is the template appointment details, and we have 5 parameters: name, date, time, meeting name, and location. So we have 5 parameters. So let's start this parameter, that is name. So what I'm going to do here is just observe carefully. You don't really have to understand anything. Just observe. I'm just going to copy this code and I'm just going to paste it here. So easy. Okay. Now the name of the parameter earlier was in this particular code is color. Okay. And the value of color is blue. Now imagine the name of the parameter is, let's say, phone number. The value will be some 10-digit number. Now if we have the name, the parameter name as age, the value would have been the age, let's say any random number, let's say 23, 16, 43. So my point is, what if the name is the name? Okay, so I'm just going to copy this parameter. For the time being, it will look a bit confusing, but in a matter of some time, you will understand everything. So the name of the parameter is name. Okay, so what will be the value of name? The value of the name will be your customer or the person who has created the appointment. So in our case, that is Lijam O'Reilly. So what I'm going to do here is, I'm just going to remove blue, okay, and I'm just going to map Lijam, okay. Or you can also include the full name if you are interested. Just give a space and O'Reilly, okay. The name parameter is name. The value of that parameter is Lijam O'Reilly, okay. Now we are going to look for the second parameter, that is date. Now you will understand everything. So what I'm going to do here is, I'm just going to enter a comma. Okay, enter a comma. Once again, I'm just going to copy this whole code. Okay, so as you can understand, there are 5 parameters. So we will be doing this process 5 times. Okay, so we have copied and pasted this parameter. This code. Now what's next? So this is the parameter that we're interested in. I'm just going to copy this. Okay, so easy. And let me just remove this. Let me just remove color. And let me just add date. Okay, so what is the value of the date? So before that, let me just remove blue. It doesn't make any sense. The date is blue. So this is the value of the date, that is September 8, 2021. Okay, so this is the date. So this is how the message will look like on September 8th at time. Now the third parameter is time. So once again, let me just add a comma. Okay, and let me just copy this whole code. Copied it. Afterwards, I'm just going to paste it here. And let me just remove this. Excellent. I'm just going to click here. And what is the next parameter? That is the time. I'm just going to copy this. Now this is the start time. Okay, in our case, I think that is 9 o'clock. So I'm just going to paste it here. Okay, and the value of time, let us have a look. The value of time is 9 a.m. Okay, so I'm just going to map this particular detail here. So we are done with 3 of them: name, date, and time. Now we have to give a name to the meeting name. So let me just enter a comma. Okay, and once again, I'm just going to copy this whole thing. Okay, afterwards, I'm just going to paste it here. Okay, let me just remove the color. And what is the name of the parameter? That is meeting name. I'm just going to copy this. So I think now you're getting the vibe. Okay, now you're totally trying to understand what is going on. So let me just remove blue. Okay, so what is the value of the meeting name? The value of the meeting name is full body checkup, and we have mapped it. So easy. Okay, so this is how it will look like. On September 8th at 9 a.m. you will have an appointment scheduled with us for your meeting, that is full body checkup. Okay, so now we are ready. So now there is one more parameter. Now we have already filled this particular parameter, that is date. So we have the last parameter, that is the location. Okay, so once again a comma. Okay, afterwards, once again I'm just going to copy this whole thing. Okay, I'm just going to paste it here. Okay, let me just remove this parameter, that is color. I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to paste it here. Okay, and the value of the location is Mount Sinai. Mount Sinai. Okay, that's my hospital name, Mount Sinai. Okay, so I think we have created the perfect message. Hello, dear Lychem, on September 8th at 9 a.m. you will have an appointment scheduled with us for your full body checkup. We look forward to seeing you 50 minutes in advance at our meeting on 9 a.m. in Mount Sinai. See you then. So using these variables, we have constructed a message. Now we have one more important thing, that is the broadcast name. So what's the broadcast name? So to teach you about the broadcast name, let me just take you to the broadcast. Okay, and in the broadcast history, as you can see, these are the messages that has been sent. Okay, for instance, this is a message to the patient. Okay, and using this particular detail, we are going to explore the statistics. That was it sent, was it stopped, was it delivered? So as you can see, this message has been read. Okay, so my point is we are going to give a unique name to our the messages that was sent. Now the purpose here is using this particular detail, we can explore the statistics. You can get information about this particular message. For instance, this message called as Hani Prasad was probably sent to a person called as Hani Prasad. This message was sent to a person called as Adil Khan. So all these messages was successful. Now there are cases that messages weren't successful. For instance, this messages was in red. So in this case, Sigma Wi-Fi service, this message was not read. Okay, but this was successfully delivered. So you can just get a perspective. So that is why I'm just going to give a unique broadcast name. And what I'm going to do here is, now this is about a patient. Okay, so I'm just going to give a static one. And after that, I'm just going to add the dynamic name. So this will keep on changing. Okay, the name will keep on changing. Patient dash Lyceum. Okay, that's the name of the patient. So we have built the template. Okay, so this is the template, appointment details. This is the number on which we will be sending this message. We have inserted the parameters, and we have mentioned the broadcast name. So let me just click on save and send test request to finally send this message. So let me do that. Okay, so as you can see, the response is a positive one. Now let me just straight away show you the message that Lycem O'Reilly has received. Okay, so this is the screenshot of the message that Lycem has received, and he's just going to read it, and he will feel happy that his appointment is confirmed. Now, before you leave, because this integration is over and successful, let me just explain you the whole mechanism in a nutshell. So let me just minimize all these windows. So we have the trigger window where we inserted Acuity scheduling. Basically, we have integrated Acuity scheduling to Pabbly Connect, and afterwards we have made a dummy appointment. And the details of the appointment is available in this action window. And using the details that we have received from Acuity scheduling, we have composed a message and send this message via WATI on WhatsApp. So now there's a perfect flow of data between Acuity scheduling and WhatsApp. Awesome.
Not just these apps, you can integrate a ton of applications and automate your business with help of Pabbly Connect. If you have any queries, please contact us at admin@pabbly.com. Also, you can ask questions on forum.pabbly.com. Also, if you really like this video, please comment, share and subscribe. It will really motivate us to make more videos for you. Thank you.